Playa Balandra has been declared by many as the most beautiful beach in Mexico. But is it? We're here to find out for ourselves today. Balandra is far off the tourist trail, located 30 minutes north of La Paz in Baja California Sur. It is a postcard picture perfect beach, masquerading as a blue lagoon with calm waters that also feel like a giant swimming pool.
Getting here is not easy, and there is a lot that you need to know if you want to visit this beach.
So stick around with us because we have a lot of really good tips for you and some amazing things to see today. So we're on our way to Balandra now, finally. It's 10:20 a.m. Who knows if we'll make it in for the morning shift. I highly doubt it because there's a maximum of 450 people per day allowed. Or is that per shift?
Per shift.
Per shift, okay.
So it's 2 shifts, one from 8 in the morning to
noon,
and the second shift from 1 to 5.
So if they reach 450 people max capacity for the morning shift, that's it. You have to wait until the afternoon shift.
Or you wait for people to come in and out.
Otherwise, there are other beaches nearby that are just as beautiful, if not more. The thing with Balandra is that it's been so highly commercialized and so well marketed that that's the one that everyone wants to go to, including us, so that's where we're going. But I think it'll be interesting to see how it compares to the other beaches in the area. And this drive, by the way, gorgeous. You wouldn't think that we're on our way to a beach because we're driving through the desert.
No, it looks like we're going to one of our family's ranchos.
Yeah, it looks like we're just going to a rancho. No, ¿ya llegaron al límite?
Ya se llenó el límite de...
Ah, okay.
No, pero digo, ¿podemos esperar en el carro?
No, aquí la fila que se hace, ustedes pueden ser los primeros, pueden formarse y aquí se forma todo lo que es la fila de la tarde.
Okay, so as we expected, it is full and we're gonna wait for the second shift. About a kilometer away, we have Playa Tecolote. Our problem is that we were really tired this morning and we didn't get up as early as we should have when we picked up the car rental this morning. And then we just took our time. We like to have slow mornings.
But if you come during a really busy season and you want to check out Balandra, you can't have slow mornings.
No, you have to be here before 8 a.m. So Tecolote is a great area for lunch, beer, más ambiente, a little more of a party vibe because they do have food and things like that. Whereas Balandra has none of that. Just that's another important tip to be aware of. With an umbrella right on the beach, right in front of the water. And the cool thing is that it comes included with your food order or with a minimum consumption of 500 pesos per table. We can easily rack up a bill like that with a ceviche, some oysters, almejas.
Or if you're having beers
clams.
and micheladas, of course,
Yeah.
it'll rack up really quick.
Yeah, otherwise they do also offer the lounge chairs for 400 pesos. That's just a rental. None of that goes towards food or anything.
Right.
So we went with a table because it was just the more budget-friendly option.
But also we're here for a very limited time because right after here we're gonna head straight to Balandra. So it was kind of like, why would we spend 400 pesos for a beach
Just a
trip?
chair.
Yeah.
Yum. So this delicacy right here is the almeja chocolata. No, it's not a chocolate clam. I guess it kind of is. That's the name of this clam here. So what they do is they stuff it and then they grill it. Look at that. Cheese, veggies, and of course the clam. This is what we've been looking forward to. Woo! I'm gonna let that cool down for a second and show off the cocktail campechana. It's octopus, shrimp, scallops, conch. Dang, this is a lot of food.
We've been here for a week already, and the longer we stay, the harder and harder it's gonna be to go back to Mexico City. We love seafood, and yesterday our tour guide to Espiritu Santo, the tour guide was telling us where we can get really good fish, what fish to use for our ceviche, and it makes us wonder, like, should we move to La Paz now? I would totally do it. Honestly,
I would live here. I really would.
The food, the weather, the people, it's so calm. I don't know, everything seems so chill. Like, there are other places that are beautiful in Mexico, but it feels To live there, it feels a little bit more stressful. And I think in La Paz, it's still at a point where
It's really calm.
Quiet. The tranquility is really nice, right? There might not be much dancing, but we can start that.
Well, we haven't looked at much.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You're good.
Yeah? Why are you surprised?
Because
You forgot,
cheesy, saucy, all at the same time.
you forgot how good it was, right?
Wow, these are good.
We were hungry, so we ate it all. But honestly, the cóctel campechana was just okay. But the almejas, the stuffed almejas, oof, those are really, really good. Whoa. So this is the line to get into Balandra.
Wow, it's already a long line.
It is currently 12:25 p.m.
It's late.
The next shift starts letting people in at 1 o'clock.
That's correct.
As we're getting in line here, you'll see that there are vendors renting chairs and umbrellas before you enter the beach, because it's a protected beach and there aren't allowed to be vendors of any kind really, other than for kayaks and bathrooms. That's the only thing that we were told that they allow on the beach. So on a sunny day like today, there's not a single cloud. They're offering the rentals for umbrellas and chairs for 350 pesos for the entire shift. Whether it's the morning shift from 8 to 12 or the afternoon one from 1 to 5, you get your rental for the entire time. I don't know how long we're gonna stay, so we're gonna see if we survive in the sun without it.
Otherwise, we're just gonna get really dark.
Or otherwise, we're gonna get really tan. They just told us that we're one of the last few cars that made it in for the 450 person maximum for the afternoon shift, and it's not even 12:30. That's crazy.
He did mention that sometimes tour buses come, and there's
They
no tour
reserve-
buses right now, but if there was, imagine a tour bus carries 40, 30 people,
And they
and
reserve
that takes
their
up
spot.
a lot of spots. So,
Yeah.
so if you're gonna come, I recommend you come very early.
You can start forming a line about an hour in advance, but it's not always necessary. Sometimes you get lucky, but if you want to be safe.
Yeah.
Like this bus, for example, I think it's the one that comes from the tourist bus terminal on the Malecón in La Paz. It leaves a few times a day from La Paz to Balandra, and it drops you off right at the front of this entire line. So the people who arrived on the bus, they could just walk right in.
But if you come on bus and then there's no more admission, then you gotta go back right away.
Yeah, the thing with the bus is that you're not really in control of the time you arrive. So many pros and cons and things, nuances for getting into this beach.
It's like a little stressful, to be honest.
I know, it is. Yeah, I almost think like you're gonna stress out this much about it. Like, when do I get to relax? Like, might as well just go relax straight at one of the other beaches that are just as beautiful. I don't know. We're not there yet. We'll see if it's worth it. We are anxious to see Balandra. I'm sure you are too. But we parked our car and we're gonna walk up this hill. Quick little hike to get an overhead view, a bird's eye view of the beach. It's gonna be gorgeous.
Still feel a little strange coming to this beach because I still feel like I'm at Jenny's rancho or my dad's rancho. We're about to go hiking, and apparently up here is the best view.
Yeah, Kevin's dad and my mom are from more desert type areas. Well, sometimes like it's more of a desert in the dry season, and in the rainy season it gets pretty green, so lots of grass in Zacatecas and San Luis Potosí. But La Paz is a really special place because of the combo, the desert combo and the ocean combination. That's really unique.
Right off, one tip I can give you is that if you drove, just leave all your stuff in the car and don't carry 20 pounds worth of stuff up the hill. I mean, it's a good workout.
Come on. View's looking good already. Look at that behind me. Mangroves, Balandra on that side. And looks like we're reaching the top. This is amazing. It looks like a giant swimming pool.
Oh my god, no, this is unreal.
Wow, that color.
You would think we're in the Caribbean right now. It has so many different colors. This is what I imagine Bacalar looking like. Oh my god, there's green, there's teal, there's blue, baby blue, sky blue.
Ocean blue, aqua blue. How many more blues can you name? I'm ready for a swim. We gotta keep hiking? We can't get down there from here. We have to go back the way we came.
I know, but can you imagine the view from over there? Come on, we gotta keep going. Burn some calories,
there's more. Okay, fine. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got you. I see the people over there. Let's go get the other view. Oh, this is steep. I don't know about this.
Girl, ever since you turned 30, you've changed.
Oh, be quiet.
Where's the dangerous Jenny that I know? Come on.
Scary. So we made it, and we already have some more very important things to share with you. One is that the difference between coming in the morning session or in the afternoon shift, the water behaves differently because of the sun, the moon, different factors. In the morning, the water tends to be closer to this shore area right here, the beach. You can see that there are little palapas here, but there's no water. It stretches out far. So in the afternoon, that's what the water does. In the morning, it's close up right here to this part of the beach, but in the afternoon, you just gotta walk a little bit further. Just something to note.
And another thing is that this area is known to have a lot of stingrays, so you got to be careful when you walk. They recommend that you drag your feet while you walk or make some sort of noise.
The dragging the feet is what helps create the noise. You're creating vibrations in the sand, and obviously right now there's no water, so there are no stingrays, but once we get into the water, that's when you want to make sure you're dragging your feet.
Some locals have said though, when the water is sucked in by the ocean or is gone in this bay, sometimes the stingrays are just hanging out here.
Oh, no way.
And you got to be careful because they tend to blend in. And if you're not paying attention, you can get stung. And apparently they really hurt and mess with your tendons.
And that old myth of peeing on a stingray sting or a jellyfish sting, it's not just a myth, it actually works. So I hope you got a full bladder just in case I have an emergency. I would do it. I would let you pee on me in a heartbeat if that meant for the pain to go away. I would do it. Oh, look at this little puddle that got left behind. So cute. You can see how the sand is still wet.
It's like a little pool. You gonna get in?
It's a little swimming pool. Kiddie pool. Sand might not be white, and I feel like white sand beaches have this fame for being the most beautiful, but I respectfully disagree. I don't think a beach has to have white sand to be the most beautiful. Wow,
I must be colorblind because to me this looks very white.
No,
but I guess
like
I know
beige. It's more like a beige color.
We're gonna walk to one of the most famous attractions here, aside from the water, of course. There's a rock that everybody comes to visit here.
Let's go walk.
Let's go get it. In case you haven't seen our video of our resort experience in Ixtapa, they actually gifted me this bag, and they gave it to me, not to Jenny, so
okay.
I can take good care of my bag.
Excuse me, but it is a really nice beach bag. You got the leather straps, beautifully woven. But now that you mentioned that resort experience, oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite beach towns in Mexico. Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, in the state of Guerrero. It's on the Pacific side, and it was an incredible resort. Let me just tell you, we're not really resort people. We don't usually stay in resorts, but we had that opportunity to stay there thanks to Travel and Leisure, who asked us to host a video for them. So we worked with them to make some videos at this resort, and it was an incredible experience. It's a resort that just oversees the cliff. Hope to go back someday. But in the meantime, I am so happy here in La Paz and at Balandra to be finally here. Okay, so as we're walking, the height of the water has gone from above our knees to now to about our ankles.
How far we are from where we started.
Wow, now it's barely reaching my ankles. Okay, this is interesting. What is this? It looks like a little pile of poop. That's weird. Anybody know what that is? Anyway, this is the part where I would say we want to make sure we're dragging our feet so we don't get stung by stingrays.
Maybe it's something that
Oh,
There's a lot of those little poop things you're talking
little
about.
poop piles.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. The way admission to get into Balandra is free. You just gotta get here. You gotta make the effort. It is a little bit of work, especially I would think during a busy season time. I think during a busy season time, you do have to put extra work and try to get here earlier. Renting a car was nice because we can go at our own pace. We can leave and come back at any time that we want.
But we were originally talking about getting here via the bus that leaves from the Malecon.
But every local was like, nah, I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, because
Like
then you risk not getting in. So it's fine. We ended up renting them.
You know what's interesting? I know we came here to swim, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to swim when the water only reaches our ankles.
I know. We're gonna have to walk way, way far. So if you see how the water looks super clear from here to that next bed of sand, I'm gonna have to go past that. So this special rock is known as el hongo, the mushroom.
Does it have any magical powers? Like, is it a special mushroom or like a
I don't know,
psychedelic mushroom? Or what's up?
Why don't you lick it and find out? No, it's just so happens to be in the shape of a mushroom. But doesn't it make you wonder, like, what had to happen in order for it to get that shape? And how has it not tipped over yet? I almost want to blow and see if it falls over.
I think you'd be banned from Playa Balandra if you do some shit like that.
All right, so now that we've done our obligatory mushroom photo shoot, now we can go for a swim. Who knows how much farther we have to walk now. We're still not at our knees. It's wild.
We're almost getting to Mazatlan, which is across the Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of California.
Gulf of California.
All right, so now for the $1 million question. Is this the most beautiful beach you've seen in Mexico?
No.
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 Which beach in Mexico would you say is more beautiful than the most beautiful beach in Mexico? Or so they say.
Actually, let me.
Think about that. All right.
I'm
I'll give you some more time. Let's keep enjoying. Let's go for the swim. These colors, I'm not gonna lie, are unbeatable.
Okay. You know what? I made my decision. This is the most beautiful beach in Mexico for sure. But it's not my favorite. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, it is beautiful. So yes, I do think it's the most beautiful beach I've seen in Mexico. Is it the best? No, and that's kind of what I'm leading to. Like, my favorite would be something more relaxing. You know, you gotta get here. And what about you?
So there's a beach in Puerto Escondido that I think is still more beautiful. I don't think I've seen a more beautiful beach than Carrizalillo Beach in Puerto Escondido. This is gorgeous and all, but I think this beach has been marketed really well. I don't know whose idea it was, because a lot of the beaches around here are all the same. Most of the shoreline around La Paz is very shallow, creating the same effects that you see here in Balandra. So we could go to Playa Tecolote has this. Playa Pichilingue is another one lots of people have talked about.
The one that we went to yesterday in Ensenada Grande was also very gorgeous.
Oh,
beach.
on the island of Espiritu Santo, it was amazing.
It's like a picture, like a postcard. It's beautiful. It is the most beautiful beach. Not the most relaxing. Not my favorite.
Yeah, right. When you factor in all the stress that it kind of takes to get here, getting in, planning, there are some pros and cons to it. Okay, well now I want to hear from you all. What is the most beautiful beach you've been to in Mexico? The city of La Paz has gained a lot of popularity in recent years because of this beach. But if you come to La Paz and you don't make it into Balandra, don't worry. Check out any of the other beaches nearby, and I promise you won't be disappointed. I'm on my knees.
Whoa.
Balandra has been amazing, but the adventure is not over yet. Ready to go to the next one?
Vámonos. Let's go. We made it to our destination, which is the Sahara Desert.
Just kidding. We're at Las Dunas El Mogote. The Mogote Dunes are about a 35-minute drive from La Paz.
This place looks like an oasis. It's a nice peninsula surrounded by water, and we decided to break our legs today with some sandboarding. That's the special way to celebrate a 30th birthday.
Let's see how many times we fall. I've never done this before, so I'm a little nervous, but also excited. So this should be fun. They do offer tours to bring people to the dunes directly from La Paz. So if it's around 1,000 pesos per person, we thought, well, might as well take the car rental, rent the board ourselves. Now, when you get to the dunes, there's nothing here.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing but sand and water, which is awesome. But if you want to do the sandboarding, you have to rent the equipment in La Paz before you come here. Make sure that you bring your own water, snacks, anything you need to. The last gas station before the fork is a Pemex. Looks like there's some things there. The rental for the board is 350 pesos for the day. You can rent boards along the Malecon at any place that you see rents bikes. They'll also likely rent the boards. Ready to try this out?
Let's give it a shot. Let's start with the little ones, because the smaller the dune, the smaller the fall, or the less it hurts. Even if you don't rent out or don't plan to sandboard, I think just bringing your lawn chairs and seeing the sunset here might be a sight to see.
Oh, hell no.
Good try.
This is hard.
Ooh, you can do it. You can do it.
Ooh, and then you can do it.
You know, all of this starts out with a pose. It's all about the pose. Yeah. You're funny.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah, that's what you gotta do if you fall on your face.
Yeah. Wow.
That hurt. Yeah. Yeah. Let us know if you enjoyed this video. This is the very last one. I'm gonna do it with the GoPro. Se cuidan, se vayan, nos vemos a la próxima.
Bye. Bye, Kevin.
Oh shit!
Oops.
Oops. You weren't supposed to push me. Ciao.